of the day is affected by a lot of things, whether they're good, they're bad, or they're in between. My name's Sean McHargue. I'm here to tell you about one thing that affects us all, whether or not you're the guitarist, the drummer, or the vocalist, and that is sound.
And along with sound, you also have video, like the video that you just saw. And let me go ahead and introduce you to what I like to call the 5 W's of AV. That's the who's, the what's, the where's, the when's, the why's, and the how's. An AV industry case study. I'd like to start with director James Wan and a quote from Brainy Quotes where it starts, "For me and my films, I want my audience to experience the cinema in its full glory. It's not just visual or audio as well. It's emotional, and I want to be engaged with not just the scene, but the characters." So what do? I make stuff. I make sounds, make videos, and I make people feel like they're in the driver's seat by becoming the heroes. So where does my inspiration come from? That comes from people like Chase Jarvis, Sharper Image photographer and producer. Now, when it came to his getting started, he was able to sell a photo for $500 and a pair of skis. Well, it went through him being persistent and communication and networking skills, where over a decade later, he was able to sell another one of his photographs for over $50,000. So, how is this done? What it is somebody has a plan, and that's the person who has a plan. So I see myself filling out tons of applications, documenting everything I can from my events, be it the time, the photos, or the music itself, and opening my geographic scope from coast to coast, California, New York, and finding myself smack dab in the middle in Denver. I also look at a plus is the communication and the networking, and overall putting myself out there. So where am I? Well, it's kind of like the composer for the Lego movie, Sean Patterson. He was the accidental composer, and he found himself writing the score and giving the feeling to the whole movie from start to end. So when will it all make sense? Well, it makes sense when I come together from people like Juan and Chase Jarvis and Sean Patterson. It's when I get my dream job, and that is becoming my own AV technical director for a live or stationary stunt show. Now, you may be asking, Sean, you want to be a little bit more realistic here. So I did some research, and I found a position known as the lighting key grip. That term came from the key light, the backlight, and the fill light, and somebody actually having to keep a grip on it. So go ahead and look for that in the next credits in the in-movie and or in a video game. Now, another more realistic point would be voiceover designer in a studio. That's where you get the talent and you get them to come in and record their voice, just like I am right now, and then you add special effects for the movie or the music video. With that all being said, I'd like to ask you, what will you become?